What's up, guys? I'm Goramoth, and welcome to the Week 9 wrap-up for the Dead Air Invitational Blood Bowl 2 League. We're into the final week, or about to start the final week, as it were. Of course, this video is going to have spoilers, as per usual, so the games that were played in Week 9 are currently up on the screen for you to browse at your viewing pleasure, if you care about the spoilers. If you don't, well, we're going to hop in, and we're going to take a look. Okay. So, Week 9, we had, of course, Ballswell Travels, which is SomekindWizard's Chaos team, went up against my Folklore and Fairies, aka the Wood Elf team. That ended up in a 3-0 victory to me. It was, pretty one-sided, as the scoreboard kind of dictates there. Overall, pretty good match for me. Dan didn't play too badly, I don't think. I don't think it was too much of a shit show, but he just couldn't stay on top of my elves, and yeah, pretty much ended up as people kind of expected, really, unfortunately. So yeah, 3-0 to me. Second match of the week was Sir Robin's Braves, which is, of course, the Bretonian team coached by Uniform764, versus the Dragon Tamers, which is, of course, our current league frontrunner, Ronith, coaching the Chaos team. That ended up in a surprise 1-0 victory to Madden. Really good game. People should go and watch it. There's not a lot really to say. It was just a really solid game. Madden played well. Ronith played reasonably well as well. Dice, tipped the favor occasionally. Just a really good game. People should go and watch it. I don't really have anything else to say. Final match of the week is Alcoholic Game Playing Orcs, which is, of course, Titanscreed's team. Went up against the Tilted Scales, which is Noximous' Lizardman. That ended up in a 2-1 victory to Greg or Noximous, and a little bit of an upset, I'd say. Just a little bit. I feel like Pete should have been able to win that game. I feel like he made some maybe questionable decisions during the game, but it was a fun game to watch. So yeah, it's still an entertaining game. I'd highly recommend people still go and check that out as well if they haven't, because yeah, it's still a fun game to watch. I just feel there was a little bit of an upset there. I feel like Pete could have taken it. But yeah, again, another good week of games in my opinion. So let's take a look at the teams. Actually, no, sorry. Before we take a look at the teams, let's look at the actual overall scoreboard for the league. Yes, let's do that. So, sitting at first place with 6 wins, 1 draw, and 2 losses, we have Ronith's Dragon Tamers, aka the Chaos team. They also have 19 points currently. Second place goes to me with the Folklore and Fairies, aka the Wood Elves, with 6 wins, 0 draws, and 3 losses, sitting at 18 points. Third place goes to Noximous with Tilted Scaled Lizardman, with 4 wins, 1 draw, and 4 losses, and sitting at 13 points. Fourth place goes to Titanscreed with his Alcoholic Game Playing Orcs, sitting at 3 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses, and that's 12 points total. Fifth place goes to Uniform764 with his Sir Robin's Braves Bretonians, with 4 wins, 0 draws, and 5 losses, sitting at also 12 points. Sixth place goes to SomekindWizard with his Ballswell Travelled, with 1 win, 1 draw, 7 losses, sitting at 4 points. So, as you can see, the top 2 slots are currently locked in. We'll be going over this in the coaches discussion later on, but slots 3 and 4 for the playoffs still wide open. People, depending on the outcomes of this week, it's any one of those 3 teams could take a playoff slot at this point, so that's pretty awesome. Now let's take a look at the teams, and starting off with the Dragon Tamers. So you might have noticed as I was clicking through there, the team value of the Dragon Tamers isn't looking so healthy, and that's because of these 2. Neon Jack and Quantum Bob are both out for a week. Neon Jack has groin strain, while Quantum Bob, I call him Quantum Jack. Quantum Bob has a smashed knee, which is niggling, and also puts him out, which isn't great. So that means Ronith is, he's got a significant handicap this game. He's down 2 Chaos Warriors, so he's only got 2. Not only that, he's down 2 of his better Chaos Warriors. Syntax and Neon are kind of, they're the same in the sense that they're just both block pieces, and that's it. But the difference is Neon Jack was 1 point away from leveling again, whereas Syntax Terra needs 7 points. So, yeah, the better 2 Chaos Warriors are out. Of course, Quantum Bob with Edgy 4 is, that's I don't even need to read the comment on that. That is a significantly better piece. Apart from that, Ronith hasn't had any level ups this week. He's still sitting up with his, his leveled up beastmen and then his 3 fodder beastmen. Nothing new there this week. Staff's probably the same as well. Yeah, 4 and 1. 190k in the bank, which is kind of significant because, again, we'll talk about it in the coach thing, but he's playing Greg, which, as you can see, 1440 team value, which means Ronith's going to be getting a butt ton of inducements, and he's got 190k in the bank. So Ronith could pull out some really interesting not team value, some inducement plays. Alright, tilted scales. So, Chinless Chuck leveled up. I know that's new. He got guard, which is of course pretty solid. Allows him to be even more of a pain to if he's in the block of Sauruses, it's just even more of a pain to deal with. I think one of the other Sauruses might have got block as well. It's kind of hard to remember. The replacement is out for this week, so Greg will be down the replacement who had jump up, but nothing else new. Instead, he's already bought a skink, as you can see here, to replace it already, just because he has the extra cash, so he figured he may as well just have an extra skink for safety, and also it is essentially like he would have gotten a journeyman otherwise. So this way he essentially gets a journeyman that doesn't have loner, so yeah, it's a reasonable choice. Apart from that, I don't think anything new was really added. Doesn't really look like it. Of course, you've got Big Doug with guard. Still should be interesting. You've got 2 guard pieces. So I mean, Chinless Chuck and Big Doug stood next to each other will always help each other, which is pretty much a pain in the ass for people to deal with. Alright, staff wise, and he's 4 and 1. Alright, alcoholic gameplay and orcs. Look at these guys. So I'm trying to think level wise. Let's just go over what we have. We have jump up on a black orc. This was actually got last week, but obviously you guys wouldn't have seen it in the last wrap up because I didn't manage to get it recorded. But yeah, we got a jump up on a black orc, which is actually kind of cool. I like jump up on a black orc. It's a nice play. It means that they're... So the way jump up works is if you can, while you're on your arse, you can declare a block, which doesn't use a blitz, which is nice, and you have to pass an agi test with +2. And if you succeed, your guy gets up and punches the dude. If you fail, he stays on his arse. So there is a bit of risk reward there, but you might be asking, what's an agi test? But it's like, and they're only agi 2, which would be bad, but jump up lets you take an agi test +2, which actually makes it a 3+ for these black orcs to jump up. It's not that bad at all. So I like jump up. You can see he's got both his blitzers are sitting with block mighty blow. I think one of these mighty blows is new. I don't really remember. This other blitzer's got blodge. This guy's got block tackle. So all the blitzers are looking kind of nice. They've all got some skills. They've all got ability, utility in one way or another. Definitely a nice block of pieces there. Throw, of course, sitting at 6 movement allowance. He's had that for a little bit, I think. Pretty sure. Goblin has sprint. That was there before, and that is about it, really. Staff-wise, 5 rerolls, that's new. I think. Pretty sure that's new. It's got 5 rerolls now, which is kind of insane. Okay. So Robin's Braves. Okay, we got some fun stuff here, I remember. So, we had now... The first thing to point out, Folquez, or Scarface, or whatever the hell this guy's called, has 4 agi now. Pretty legit. I think that's also pass. Yeah, it's the guy who had pass a while ago. So that is a... That's a blitz with 4 agi, which is basically makes him an elf, but slightly slower. Actually, no, what elf line's been a 7, I guess. I think. Pretty sure they're 7. So yeah, that makes sense. He gives him elf stats with extra armor, but he also has catch, pass, dauntless, block, and agi 4. Like, well, obviously agi 4 is part of the elf piece. He's got 2 strip balls. Both these guys have been given strip ball. This guy hasn't leveled. This guy has been agi 4 for a while, but yeah. That's about it. So, I mean, it's basically, he's got levels on his blitzers. He's got double strip ball, which of course makes it much easier for him to remove the ball from people, because not many people in our league have sure hands on specific ball carriers yet. 1 or 2 of us do, but yeah, not everyone. The 2 agi 4 pieces, plus the double strip ball. Man's looking a lot more solid than he was a couple of weeks ago. Staff-wise, still the same. 3 and 1. What's this injury? Is it just the minus armor value? Yeah. So yeah, man doesn't have any players out this week. He still doesn't actually have a full complement of players, but he doesn't have anyone out. So you'll get 1 journeyman. My team. Excuse me. I don't think the only new thing is my catch. Both my catches leveled up this week, so both of them have gotten block. So both catches have blodge now, which is really useful. This guy, Will of the Wisps, also has the movement allowance from last week as well. So that was really good for me. So I now have 4 pieces that have blodge. So I've got a bunch of potential ball carriers there. Obviously the catches are much easier to blitz than the war dancers because the catches are naturally strength 2, which isn't, it means basically most linemen can get a 2 dice on them, which isn't great. But yeah, they have blodge, which makes them a lot harder to take down, just gives me more flexibility and more safety in carrying the ball. I believe that's it. I haven't upgraded any of my staff, still 3 and 1. Sitting on 80,000. If I could buy a reroll, I probably still wouldn't. I'm at that point now where some halves everything goes terribly and I do need to use these rerolls and I do burn through them really quickly, but on average it's starting to get to the point where I still have like 2 rerolls at the end of the half and stuff like that. So it's not really worth buying even if I had the extra money. Personally, I'm just going to bank up for War Dancer money because we're getting to the playoffs, and if I do, shit happens. One of these War Dancers could still die. Like any match, they could just die. They are still armor 7. So I'm going to save for War Dancer money so I can buy a new one if we get into a bad situation during playoffs, because it sucks to lose the extra skills these guys have, but a basic War Dancer still comes with block, dodge, and block, dodge, and leap, and, these great stats, so it's worth saving for to have that replacement money, I feel like, rather than, buying an extra lineman to complement my team, at least fill my team. So yeah, that's my thought process on that. Last of all, both will travel with the Chaos team. Let's look at their team roster. I don't think we have a lot of difference here. I think we just have the 1 level up, which is here. Got Niggling Injury on Captain Best Party Man. We have Niggling Injury on a Woo. We have the minus strength on this guy still. Apart from that, everything is the same, but we do have Disturbing Presence on Steak Daddy, which I kind of like. I like Disturbing Presence. I don't know if it was a smart choice right now, but I do actually like Disturbing Presence as a pick, just because it's a really nice big area where if anyone's trying to pass, intercept, or catch while this guy's just kind of stood around nearby, he kind of just messes with that a little bit, and I don't think it's a tier 1 pick. I don't think it's like you pick this immediately straight away. I don't agree with that, but on someone who's going to be stuck there in the middle of the action, just him being able to affect another area and just make it that little bit more risky to make these throws and stuff like that, it's pretty useful, I think. Apart from that, I think Dan's pretty much the same. I'm surprised he hasn't bought a reroll, considering he's on 1,500. 150,000, not 1,500. Yeah, that's about it, I think. So, that is it. That's all the team changes this week. Again, sorry I didn't manage to do it last week, but got it this week. I've already recorded the sort of post-amble with the coaches and stuff, so you'll have that coming to you in a minute. We'll be talking about schedule for next week and also general playoff rules and the tiebreaker situations and that kind of thing, and how likely people are to make playoffs and stuff like that. So that should be fun. So stick around. That's coming to you in a second. Alright, I'm back and I'm joined by a small selection of the coaches this week. Not many people are around, but we have Ronith and we have Greg. How's it going, guys?
Hello.
Hi.
So,
Good.
Good. Nailed it. 10 out of 10.
Thank you.
So yeah, we're going to be discussing the schedule for this week and also taking a quick look at tie-breaking situations, as this is the last week of the round robin. I mean, I'm kind of amazed that we've gotten here, guys. We did it.
We did it.
And the
we
fact
committed to something for 10 weeks in a row without fail. Oh my God.
It's true. Like, we haven't had to skip a week or delay. Like, we've managed to keep it going pretty consistently.
We've been kind of flexible though. Like, we could just do it in any time of the week. So it's like
You only actually need 2 people to make a date within 7 days.
It's true.
Not that bad.
It's true, but not meaning to shit talk. The Krendorian League hasn't
that
really.
other league. Don't know about them.
It's almost
They're
like
not
they
as
have
good as us.
stuff to do, like other things.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Video games are their job. They can't make time for video games. Whereas my job isn't video games, and yet I still make time for video games.
Alright, so let's take a look at the schedule for Week 10, the last week of the round robin. First up, we have Sir Robin's Braves, aka the Bretonians, coached by Uniform764. And they are going up against Balls Well Travelled, which is, of course, Dan's Chaos team, or SomekindWizard's Chaos team. Second matchup of the week is Folklore and Fairies, which is my Wood Elves. They're going up against the Alcoholic Game-playing Orcs, as coached by Titanscreed. And the last match of the week is the two coaches in the core right now. It's Dragon Tamers, the Chaos team, coached by Ronith, against the Lizardmen of the Tilted Scales, coached by Greg. Yeah. So, what's kind of interesting about this, so I think, before we actually look into predictions of the match, let's actually just start off by talking about the tiebreaker situations. Well, not really tiebreaker, but like playoff. I guess playoff. So to make playoffs is top 4, as we've said multiple times in the league at this point. So me and Ronith are locked into top 4. The worst Ronith can do is second. The best he can do is first, surprisingly.
Yeah.
The worst I can do is second. The best I can do is also first. If Ronith loses and I win, I take first and he takes second, but other than that, he takes first, I take second. So that's locked in. The real entertaining bit is the second 2 slots of the playoffs, 3rd and 4th. Currently, Greg is sitting at 13 points, and Titanscreed and Madden, or Uniform764, are sat at 12 points. Which means that these wins, like every single match this week, changes, like has repercussions for those bottom 2 slots. If Greg wins his match, like specifically wins, he auto gets locked in for at least 3rd, so at least 4th. Sorry, so you take basically if Greg wins, he's guaranteed a playoff slot. So then it becomes between Madden and Titanscreed.
Yep.
I'm trying to think what else. So if Pete or Titanscreed wins this week, he goes to 15. If all 3 of you win, Greg, you'd get locked in at 16, and then Madden and Pete are both at 15, and then I think we've got, like, they both, in terms of tiebreakers, they've both won and lost against each other once, so they're drawn in that aspect, so we're going off goal difference, which I believe Pete comes out ahead on.
Titanscreed at 0, Madden at -4 currently, so unless there's a serious goal swing within those games.
It could happen.
Like Madden scoring like 5 goals. Because it would have to be that. Because for Titanscreed to win, he'd also have to score at least 1.
Yeah, he'd
bring
have to
him
score
to
at least
5. And then to 1, and then Madden would need to score 6 goals, in fact, to get above in a single game. But it is...
But the real interesting part comes, like, that's if all 3 of you win the matches, but, like, as soon as, like, one person wins, another person loses, and then some draws come in, then it gets a bit messy, because, like, it starts being, like...
Basically, if I don't win, and those 2 do, they're in and I'm out.
Yep.
If I win, I'm in. If Titanscreed wins, he's 4th. If Titanscreed loses and Madden wins, Madden's 4th. So it basically depends on who wins their games. Now, what I would like to happen is me and Titanscreed win, and Josh loses his game, so he stays 2nd position. So I'm against Ronith 2 weeks.
I have to lose the game. I'm against Pete. So if you want Pete to win, I lose.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. That's good, because then you're in 2nd position and Ronith's in 1st, meaning I go against Ronith.
Yeah, I think that's the lineup Pete wants. No, wait, no, Pete wants the other way. Pete wants to go in. Basically, both of you want to play Ronith.
Yeah.
Pete, strangely enough, wants both him and Madden to lose, I guess? Wait. Yeah. And also Ronith. Wait. So
if Pete wants to just make
if
playoffs...
Ronith wins, then... So, yeah, Pete would like Ronith and him to win. It would be the dream for him.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, it's kind of awesome that this week has come down to, like, we're into the 10th week and shit is still to play for. I think that's awesome. Like,
pretty nice.
So let's actually talk about the actual matchups now. I know we've got that out of the way and sort of talked about how playoffs is looking, let's look at the actual individual matches. So first up, Bretonians versus Chaos.
So, Madden has pulled things back quite a lot.
Significantly. Like, I've been saying that... How many weeks have I been saying that Madden was totally still in this?
Yeah. He switched his entire team up
just as much.
because he switched it to a better Bretonian team instead of the pile of shit he had.
He was still losing with it for a bit, but then he's actually
I don't think it's a big... I think that the radical team change might have helped. I actually don't know if it did help. It might have given him just a new confidence in his team, but I feel like he's just sort of started grasping how the team's supposed to actually play.
Yeah. It's that and like the fact that I think a big reason I lost to him was just like I was like, yeah, whatever. Okay. It's Madden, he's lost like every fucking time.
Yeah, and then
this shit.
Then he won against me as well. I was like, this is what I was afraid of the first time.
He kicked the shit out of you.
Yeah.
He beat like he had a great 3 weeks. He beat Pete, he beat Ronith, he beat Greg. Like
yeah, like it's great. Like I'm rooting for him, but like Jesus Christ, stop whining.
And versus poor Dan. Dan.
Yeah, let's statistically this is going to be a win for like all statistics. Dan is currently sitting at 1-1-7.
Yeah. Dan doesn't have the best score right now.
Just on pure statistic, Madden takes this.
Yeah.
Yeah, should do.
And I imagine it's probably not going to be high scoring like 1-1.
No, it'd be like...
Oh. Yeah.
No offense to, like, Pete or Greg, but, like, I would really like to see Madden in the top 4. That would be super interesting.
It's possible.
We've just been over. It's absolutely possible.
Yeah, I don't know. That would just be amazing.
That'd be pretty cool. I think this is like I agree with you saying it's not going to be a high scoring game. I think it's going to be like the most. I think it's going to be a 2-1, like so, like at maximum, so 3 touchdowns. Yeah. But I think a 1-0 is probably like
1-0, 1-1. It's not going to go above 2-1.
No, absolutely not.
No, definitely not.
I don't think.
It really
the highest would probably be like 3-0, but.
Well, like, what's going to happen is both teams, both Madden and Dan are going to play this the exact same way, which is basically whichever one of them gets the first offensive drive is going to attempt to, like, 8-turn it.
Yeah.
So... In theory, obviously.
That's what they should do. Whether they do or not.
Well, Dan has been trying to do that, and Madden... I don't know if he's been trying to do that, but if watching Madden's games, he's very slow at getting the ball up the pitch.
What happens? Whether he's trying to do it or not, that is what's happening.
Yeah, the ball just takes about 8 turns to get up the pitch. So yeah, I reckon 2-1 at most, but I reckon 1-0, 1-1 is more likely. If I'm going to look at the actual previous results, because I don't remember. So he beat Ronith 1-0, he beat you 1-0, Greg, and he beat Pete... He lost 2-0 to me, that's the wrong week. And then he... Yeah, he lost 2-1 to Pete. So yeah, like 2-1 is statistically like the most likely thing, really. Or 1-0.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, second game of the week is the Wood Elves versus the Orcs.
Well, this went terribly for him last time.
I mean, it didn't, so this will be the 4th time I've played Pete, technically.
Really?
Because the game crashed twice, remember?
Oh yeah.
And
but the last time it went, like, it was like the final result went that you won pretty.
Yeah, I won 3-0.
Yeah.
2-0. I won at least 2-0, I think.
At least.
I forced him. No, I forced him to score, didn't I? I think it was a 2-1. Pretty sure I did. I did a force him to score tactic. I don't remember.
I don't remember. Whatever. You won quite convincingly, I think.
I would like him to win.
I know you would.
That's what would be preferable.
See,
I do want to stress that I will be playing to win, even though it doesn't matter to me.
The thing is, Pete is very strong when it comes to starting with the ball, as per usual. He gets his cage up, and then he moves it with it very slowly. and then
That's not true. What
That's
he does.
not true anymore.
That's not true anymore. What he
The
does.
goblin attempts to toss it across the field, and
I
if
hope he
it goes
doesn't do
well,
that.
scores a one-turn touchdown.
I am almost 100% sure that he won't do that just willy-nilly.
I
against
also
elves.
hope for his sake that he doesn't do that, because
Yeah,
that
I
would be
do
the
genuinely
wrong
think,
thing to do.
last week when... Was it last week? Yeah, I genuinely think, Greg, like, one of the main reasons he lost to you... I'm not saying it's the only reason he lost to you, but I think the main reason he lost... One of the main reasons he lost to you last week was because he got the first drive and immediately did the toss, which worked, but then gave you two offensive drives.
Yeah.
Like...
I was like, yeah, all right.
That's the thing. The
Sure.
greatest thing that he has against elves is that the orcs are really tough to get off the pitch. So what he needs to do, as I've said every single time, is that it's all in the positioning of the orcs, because they are slower than elves, but they are way tougher. Which means that he should just slow you down and,
Which what he did in the first game we ever played, the one that was probably going to end up 1-1. He did that really well. He got a lot of my players off the pitch. He just ground me down to the point where I just didn't have the players.
He did, but there is something I don't agree with his defense most of the time. Like, his defense lineup are very weak in certain spots, and you exploit. And when you see them and you exploit that, like, he just crumbles really fast, and you get a touchdown. Like, he cannot have just little cracks in his defense.
He needs to set up like multi-layered defenses rather.
Yes,
because like
multi-layered defense with not only multi-layered, as in you have people in front and on the line of scrimmage and then some people behind, but you also have to stack people on them. So, like, for example, on the sides, like the usual defense thing that I do. Like, it's so useful against elves because they want to exploit the little corners. So if he just puts more orcs there, you can't just blitz, punch down an orc, and then just run past him.
Yeah, because you don't need to like go all in with the line of scrimmage. You don't need to like
like
Dan was
he has
doing against
black
me.
Orcs and a troll. Like, they are they have high armor value, high strength. They're just going to be there as a wall.
I don't even think you need to put the Black Ox on the line of scrimmage because he's got blitzers, right, with block and stuff. I reckon what he could do on the line of scrimmage is put a troll and two blitzers, one either side, and then just have his blocks and other blitzers like in like patterns behind that, because then it just puts more like. Because his Black Ops still don't really have skill. I don't remember. I'm gonna go look right now.
No, pretty much none of it. He has one with jump up.
Yeah, that's it. But they're strength 4, which means blitzing them to remove them from the side is awkward for me.
Exactly. Like, I don't think he need to put all of the Black Orcs on the pitch, line of scrimmage. But like, the Black Orcs are so slow that putting them on other places can be a bit awkward.
No, that's what I'm saying. You should put them further back, maybe on the wings, because then they're kind of like. Because if you think about it, the elves are going to be running towards you, so it's like putting them on the line of scrimmage means the elves can run past them, and then the orcs can't catch up. But if they're like halfway down, well, this is an exaggeration, but if they're halfway down the pitch, the elf has to run towards the Black Orc before.
Yeah, I get you, but like, Black Orcs are still super slow, and you. Yeah, I can see that being a thing.
What he should probably do is do the slow drive on his drive and get a 8-turn touchdown so you don't get another fucking opportunity. Then wait till you've scored, then fucking toss the goblin, try and get another one.
Yeah, that would be a way.
That, I think, is how he should be using the goblin.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree. The thrown goblin should be used as a I need a 1-turn touchdown, not I can do a 1-turn touchdown. Yeah, I think. I mean, I get inducements because he's got 1,500.
Yeah, he has.
I get
an orc team of team value.
I get 140 inducements, I think.
It's not too much, but something.
It's a reroll, probably. If I get 150, I'll buy a wizard.
Apothecaries too.
Yeah, it's probably true, actually. They're 100 grand. I'll probably, if I get less than 150, I will buy probably apothecaries. If I get 150, I'm gonna have to think about it seriously whether cause I'm just like,
Reroll Bloodweiser.
no, wizard. Just because a wizard for me is like, because I know I've said in the past when people are like, what do you spend your cash on? And I've always been like, don't buy the wizard, buy a star player. But my argument for this situation is, my argument for those situations was essentially, you're so far behind and have so much team value difference that the wizard is basically irrelevant.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm so close to Pete that a well-placed wizard, like a well-timed wizard, could, break everything open for me.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Wizard definitely has its place.
So I think a wizard in this matchup might be really good, but I don't think I'm going to get 150. I think I'm going to get like 140. So in that case,
how much are your guys?
I think they're like around 30, but I don't remember. That's why I'm not sure.
They are. Then you'll be getting 160.
How much money do I actually have? Like if I'm 140, I might just put in.
You've
10K.
got 80k.
Yeah, because I'm 10k.
You should just put in 10k and just buy a wizard.
Because I'm 10k short of being able to afford. I was thinking about maybe getting a thrower or something, but I'm like 10k short.
Like if. Yeah.
So my actual plan for my money this week is to either use it in petty cash or just save it, and then I've got Tree Man money or spare War Dancer money if someone kills a War Dancer in the playoffs, because that would be devastating to me.
That would be.
Would be sad times.
Yes.
So I really feel like I just need to have War Dancer money during the playoffs, because the nice things about War Dancers, obviously Jack and Illa don't have really nice skills because they've leveled up, and that's really useful. Nice thing about War Dancers, their base skill set is real strong.
I mean, they start with Blodge.
Hey,
Strong.
Mansa.
Hey, man.
Yeah, just blodge and movement, and yeah. And
What
leap.
else do they come with? Is it Leap they come with?
Leap. They get blodge and leap, and movement 9.
Movement 8 and 4 agility.
Yeah. So yeah,
So,
but
they're really good.
I think that's probably the best thing to say. Do you have anything to add for this matchup now you're here, Madden? It's the Wood Elves versus Orcs.
I hope you win.
Do you think you'll win?
I reckon he has a good chance.
I think so too.
His team is just very well set up right now. It's got enough depth of skills that even if he gets a few KOs or badly hurts or whatever, he can still make nice plays.
Yeah, I was saying, I don't know
Does
how.
have two
When
characters now.
did you hop in the call?
When you were saying, I hope a War Dancer doesn't die, or
Oh, okay.
War Dancer money.
So yeah, because I was discussing basically, because I'm going to get inducements in this, I was thinking that this might be the one matchup where, because our team values are so close, a wizard might actually be an actual good idea, because, like, I could use, with my team being as fast as it is, like, a wizard, like, hit on a cage, grab the ball and run kind of thing could blow the game wide open.
Yeah, that'd be really strong.
But yeah, I don't think there's anything else left to say about that match. Do you want to, since you're here, man, do you want to have any comments on your match this week? We've already been over it, but you're playing
Yeah,
Dan.
sure. I've just realized, well, I'll have a journeyman, but Dan is actually slightly more TV than me.
But you have two G4 guys, you jammy bastard.
Yeah, that's true.
Is he missing anyone?
I don't think he's... No, he's got niggles, but he doesn't have anyone out.
Yeah, he does have one guy with strip balls, or maybe I should have taken sure hands, but instead I took 2 strip balls. Because I've now got 2 Agi4s.
It's actually a quite smart choice, actually, to have strip ball on that guy, even though that's a minus strength guy.
Oh yeah, because he only has to get a push.
I think it's quite funny. It's just like I've been playing with strip ball for like since week 2, and everyone's suddenly being like, "Oh yeah, strip ball's real good." Like,
Yeah, you suddenly no
took
longer have to
that.
knock him over.
I know. It's just. I know, Ron. If you realize as well, but it's just kind of funny that like now everyone's like picking strip ball about now.
Yeah. I would like as quickly as my mighty blow strat was like in motion. I was like, all right, now I need strip ball.
Strip
But
ball
I-
is
The
so
interesting
cool.
thing is, like, his level up was Steak Daddy, wasn't it?
I don't remember. I'll have a look.
And he got Disturbing Presence.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yes,
You make him a ball carrier.
dude. Oh, there
No,
it is.
'cause-
Steak Daddy.
Oh no, it's the
Yeah.
other one. No, I like the stone presence. It's
Disturbing
reasonable.
Presence.
I mean, it's interesting, but like, given how few skills he has, like, that's probably not the one I would have gone for. And
Probably not.
given mostly Brett's just run with the ball, that's not too much of a hindrance for me. So that could have gone
It's
a lot
not-
worse.
It could have gone a
It's
lot
good
worse, but
ability, I'll give him that.
Yeah,
but
like, basically just-
probably not the best
he
choice.
ba-
in a team like this.
he took Disturbing Presence because when he leveled up Dude Bro, he took, like, however many weeks ago that was, like a couple of weeks ago now, he took Foul Appearance, and I was saying, like, I personally don't like Foul Appearance. I think it's good in a ball carrier because it's just another dice roll the person needs to make to hit the ball carrier. I think it's good there, but on random players I don't like it. Whereas Disturbing Presence on random players I do like because it's just a big center, a big like area in the field that's just slightly awkward for your opponents.
Yeah. It's actually quite a nice big area as well.
It's
three
three
squares from
squares.
them, and it still goes even if it's prone or stunned.
Yeah.
Like, if he's on the floor, it still goes, which is really strong, actually. You could just get this guy in where the ball has been dropped, and just put him there, and even if he gets knocked down, that's...
It's not on picking the ball up, though. It's pass, catch, and intercept.
Oh, it's only pass...
Pass, catch, and intercept. It makes it harder to clear the ball from the area he is.
Yeah. I think overall I've got a decent chance. I would be disappointed if I lose.
Statistically, Dan's 1-1-7.
Yes, I'm his only victory. In that game, I got so diced.
That's true. Like, actually, looking at the stats, I forgot to look at this. You've been going in a pattern, which means you'll actually, you should win this because you've just done the opposite of what you did last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a pattern. It's clear.
Like I said, like given one the way Dan's been playing, two the way his team has performed, I would be genuinely disappointed if I lose.
I
I think I should win if I don't get diced.
Pete would be happy if you lose.
Yeah, but I would be happy if Pete lost.
That's true.
I mean, if
think
you could
Pete
do
will
like
win.
what happened to Dodger and win like 6-0, so I have a better goal advantage than him. That'd be great.
Yeah, we were saying, like, you need because as it is, if you and Pete draw, Pete goes through, unfortunately, because he has a better goal difference. Because you guys had drawn in tiebreakers.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you kind of, like, if a draw...
Oh yeah, like I would be happy to go out because he had a better goal difference. I'd be disappointed if I went out because I just lost this game.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, so you kind of... You don't want to draw, basically, with Pete, is what I'm saying, if you want to go through. Okay, so last matchup of the week is Dragon Tamers versus Tilted Scales, which is Chaos versus Lizardmen, and as we alluded to at the start of this, Ronith is down 2 Chaos Warriors, which is not great, because they're guys who have abilities.
One of them was his Agi 4 guy as well.
Yeah, it's a block guy. It's one block guy and one Agi 4 guy.
Yep.
Yeah. So
At
he's
least
getting
I have Radical.
That is true, your best player's still there.
he's getting his like best default pieces replaced with inferior pieces.
Who are
And the other thing is, like, they were 1 and 2 SPP off leveling as well. Like, so even though Ronith's going through to playoffs, like, they might well have leveled that, and that would have given him a huge going into playoffs.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I'm really glad that that's happened. It gives me confidence. However, I will attempt to abstain from hubris.
Hubris punished you in the game against Madden so hard.
It punished me real hard. So I'm going to play properly. I'm going to think about things. I thought about things sufficiently last week versus Pete that I actually didn't move some pieces.
You're not going to just move Sauruses in and out of time
Yeah,
zones
no, I'm going
willy-nilly.
to make sure that doesn't happen.
Greg, I swear to God, if you lose this game because you attempt another red dodge with a Saurus, I'm going to punch you.
Yeah, that would be reasonable. I think, honestly, I would deserve that.
Oh my God, the amount of times you've done a red dodge with a Saurus now is...
I'm missing a player, but it is just one of my many
It is
skinks.
a skink, and you have a replacement.
I have a replacement.
It's a leveled up skink, right?
Yeah, he had jump up. It's not a big deal, but it's something.
It's useful.
Yeah. And I purchased the real skink, so the replacement for the replacement doesn't even have loner. So everything is fine in my world.
The thing is, though, like, Ronith's going to get inducements in addition to...
Oh yeah, he's getting a
Like,
lot.
but also, he has 190 grand.
It's
Like,
true.
he could be like, I'm going to spend all my petty cash and then just buy more stuff with actual money.
Can Ronith can't buy Chaos Warriors, can he? Because he already has 4, even though they're injured.
Because they're out the game, so you can buy mercenaries to replace them.
Okay, so Ronith could actually buy Chaos
He will get
Warriors.
journeymen, and he'll get beastmen.
Yeah.
So he'll just have subs. He'll have strength on the bench.
We call them seat warmers. It's gonna be tricky. It's
not gonna be easy.
It's gonna. I think unless Madden Dan is something spectacularly retarded that only a Dan game can possibly be, I think this is the game of the week probably. The Chaos Lizardman. And I mean that in the nicest way to Dan. It's just like his games seem to just bring out that special something.
But special.
You're not wrong. You're not
just
wrong.
fuckfest quality.
Oh,
You're
God.
not wrong.
So yeah, I think this is the game to watch. It's
That's right. Watch it. www.youtube.com/Noximous. You can also watch the rest of the games I've played.
I've been linking to your stuff like every week anyway.
I know, but
Like
I'm
this
shamelessly
link over here.
self-promoting
Over
anyway. Yeah.
Annotations everywhere. Oh my god.
No, but I don't put. The only annotations do is the start of the video. I'm not annotating this video. I'm far too lazy in
It's like
annotations.
flashing across the screen, like multiple annotations.
God. I hate you.
They're gonna be disappointed now.
So yeah, does anyone have any final words for the Week 10 matchups? The final week.
Good luck, commanders.
Yeah.
By good luck, commanders, I mean just you, Madden.
Yeah,
You two are fine.
I give you good luck to everybody.
But why is Greg
In fact, Ronith, bad luck.
Greg
Bad
wants
luck, Ronith.
Good luck, Greg.
Greg wants you to win Madden and me and Ronith and Dan to lose.
I am literally indifferent to Madden.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me. I want you and Ronith to lose.
Yeah. He wants me to. He wants me to lose because that would put
versus Ronith.
Yeah, that would put him and Ronith versus Ronith for the playoffs.
Which I am far more. I feel better about that than versus Josh.
I don't know. I'm nervous about the playoff. I'm nervous about every match, but the playoffs is going to be interesting because it's going to be both ways. It will be.
Yeah.
All right. So before we sign off on this, I just want to quickly remind people how the playoffs will be working. So top 4 places, as I said before, will be going through. First place will play 4th place. Second place will play 3rd place. It'll be a. It's called like best of both.
Oh, is that
ways.
how we're doing it? Oh, win the game, Josh.
So you won't be 4th, Greg. You want to play? Oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought we were doing first place, 3rd.
No, it's 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3.
Well, win, Josh.
Sure, okay.
Alright. Everything I've said
It's wrong. No, alright.
Wow.
So yeah, 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. It'll be what's called a best of both ways. In fact, I'm going to check on this. Or is it a 2-leg tie? It's called a 2-leg tie in this. So basically you play you play 2 games back to back and like add the touchdown scored in both games together to get the actual winner.
Okay, sure.
Just because we thought for playoffs, like it feels like we didn't want to do like best of 3 because that could get like super long because Blood Bowl. But like a 2-leg tie is kind of like, you know, it makes it a little bit more than just a kind of one random match decides it and then that's the playoff
What
done.
happens if it's still a draw?
Oh fucking no! I hope it won't happen, and we'll work it out.
Alright.
So yeah, and then obviously the 2 winners will go into the finals, which will also be a 2-leg tie. And then we will have our victor sometime just before Christmas at this rate.
Reasonable.
Hopefully.
And then
Yeah,
season
'cause then
2.
we start the new league in the new year.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
we start season 2 at the end of January, I think, give or take. So yeah, sneak preview in case you didn't realize, season 2 at the end of January. Get hyped.
Dun dun dun!
More teams, more games, more bloodshed, more Blood Bowl.
My birthday is the end of January, so if whoever I'm playing would like to let me win as a birthday present,
Fuck
I would
you.
accept it.
What I think.
All right,
I think Josh should make this mandatory in the league, because then he can claim a win in like week 2 or 3.
Can I get one in May? Are we still...
Sure, if we're still going in May, Greg.
No, I don't like this rule. I think May's too far away.
Alright, so thank you so much for watching, guys. We will catch you at the end of the week, where when the dust has settled, it'll definitely be interesting to see where people actually ended up on the scoreboard. Because, like I said, a whole bunch of this is still wide open, and I'm really happy that we're in week 10 and only one person is like locked out, which is, a little bit sad. But at least it's not like the top 4 is already locked and no one can possibly move.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got some actual deciding to do. So thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll catch you next week. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.